Hey everybody, welcome to our Sunday's Coffee Lounge. I think there was a break for a week or two, but finally I am getting into my usual rhythm. If you guys have been coming to the channel, you know that there was a lot going on, still going on, but it is a little bit in a better situation. I think with the light on the window, it's a hotel room. I'm going to tell you guys what's going on. The light on the window, I guess it's a little harder for you guys to see, but I think you can still see me. So today, now it is 7:10, July 10th, and right now it's 1 p.m. when I'm making the video. So I'm going to tell you guys what's going on. If you haven't seen the recent videos, I am here in Boston. I don't live here. I live in Virginia, so I'm here for just 3-4 days for the conference, authors conference. It's called Book Thinkers Live 2026. Book Thinkers Live 2026, and thanks to Nick who organizes that, and Christine who helps him out. He has a 7-figure business, and there will be 400 plus people tomorrow and day after Saturday and Sunday attending the event. I am not speaking. I am in the attendee list, but who knows, maybe next year I'll be speaking, right? So I just wanted to take it easy a little bit at the hotel room, because this evening they have a mixer where I'll be going and attending. It's only like 10 minutes away. Actually, there's this river out through the window. I'm going to show you guys. Actually, might be a little bit difficult. Sorry. Oh my God. I guess I can't show you guys. It's with the table and everything. Actually, let me try to take the phone out so you guys can see. Can you see over there? No. Which way? Over there. I don't know if you guys can see. There is a river. It's called Charles River, and it's across the river. This is Cambridge, and that side is Boston, and that is where the event is going to be tonight, and tomorrow and day after. Also, the all-day conferences are going to be there. I'm super excited, super excited. So lately, as you guys know, the marital home we're selling, and I moved to a new place. So there was a lot going on. So some of the videos that you have seen in between, most of them I have made before. In between, I usually, especially the shorts, I film them in batches, but I ran out of them, and but I want you guys to feel encouraged. Oh my God, it's the table and the tripod is not just fitting on the corner. That's why I'm kind of fidgeting with the thing. But anyways, I know you guys know that I'm not gonna cut any of it. That's part of the authentic life I tell you guys to live, right? Because you are gonna be keeping it as is with your friends, right? And we are all friends and family, 8 billion people in this world. So that's why I want to take a little time to catch up with you guys, because believe it or not, even though I can't see you guys, I feel like through the camera I can see all of you, because I really feel connected when I see all of your comments and I respond, because there is a connection with all of us, because if we believe in God, universe, higher power, we are all made by God. Or if you think we are all made of stardust, or made of proton, electron. So you look at it from psychology, spirituality, science, we're all the same. Anyway, so today's Bible verse. So you know that in these episodes, usually what I do is I pick one Bible verse and I relate that with my life story, currently what's going on. And then I also encourage you guys to comment, because that can really change your life over time. I'm a living proof. My journey started almost 3 years ago now. When I say almost 3 years ago, it was November 2023, and now it's July 2026. Oh my God. August, September, October, and 3 more months, it'll be 3 years. So it's closer to 3 years than 2 years. So I guess it's valid to say that. Anyway, so today's verse is Psalm 118 24, 118:24. I'm going to read it from my computer screen. This is the day that Yahweh has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm going to read it again. This is the day that Yahweh has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I hope you guys understood from my, even though I have a little bit of an accent. So the point is, every day you can look at it like a miracle, or every day could be painful. It all depends on how we look at it. And when you keep practicing, my friends, every single day you can find something positive, because everything has a positive side to it and negative side to it. And when you look for it, you will find it. I share this story because today I'll tell you, like, there's like endless things you can be grateful for. I'm going to share a few with this current situation, right? How to look at things differently, because things are always going to be there. It's up to us. We look at it negatively, the inner critic or the inner coach, the positive aspect of it, right? So I'm literally going to give you guys some example. I'm not going to dive too much into the negative, because then whatever we speak, it manifests more. So last night at the airport, my Uber, I had to wait 1 hour. One guy, he was coming. I selected a woman, but then Uber said there's not many women. They matched up with a man driver, which is fine. But as he was coming, he disappeared after 20 minutes, and then Uber connected me with a woman driver. Then she came in another 20 or 30 minutes, but she was fine. They had a little traffic jam, whatever, but she came a normal time. But the wait added up, and I was like 1 hour at the airport waiting outside in the midnight. Anyway, so that's the part. I could focus on that, but I'm going to share some positive things with you. I am able to attend this event. There are lots of popular, good people, and as I read some of the speakers' profile, I'm like blown away, like how some of these people, they have turned their pain into purpose, that they're going to be sharing their story and their books and all of that. So I got that opportunity, and I got this for this ticket for this event is for free. So I wrote 3 books so far. 2 of them are workbook, and one is the trilogy, the first of the trilogy. And the first of the trilogy, Grateful After Goodbye, from that book is where they found me on LinkedIn when I posted about that book in December of 2025. And Nick spoke to me, and then I got the ticket for this event. So I'm like so grateful, right? So grateful I'll be able to meet so many amazing people, and really excited to meet actually Nick and Christine this evening, along with a bunch of other people. So this is super, I'm super grateful. Also, I'm grateful that I was able to come a day prior, right? So last night was Thursday night, and today is Friday. So I'm grateful that I could afford, because I had to pay for the flight and the hotel, and summertime in Boston looks like crazy. The flight ticket and the hotel ticket, it's kind of 3 times than the regular price from Virginia as I came. But I was able to afford that. Also, because I work for my own startup full time, I am able to do the timing accordingly, because recently, as I moved to a new place, and I'm selling my old place, like, which is owned by me and my ex. We're selling that. So there was a lot going on. Along with all that, because if I had a 9-to-5 job, it'll be even harder to manage, right? So God, because I believe in God, so God gave me all this opportunity to make it happen. And I'm able to take this time to relax and share this story with you guys. It's and we take so many things for granted. There's like endless thing. If you go on like a gratitude rampage, you can go for like 100 200 of things. Like, I'm having this coffee from the coffee machine. I had this amazing breakfast downstairs at the restaurant there, and the lady, her name is Kina, she talked to me about the things to see in Boston. Unfortunately, I don't have much time this time around, because today I have to have little energy for the mixer this evening because I'm like, I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night after, the airport waiting and whatnot. And I have to have energy for all the event the next 2 days. And Monday evening is when I fly out. So I don't have much opportunity to see, around Boston, but it was good to know all of this for whenever I come next time. Plus, she was so nice, and she was smiling and she was excited about sharing all of that. I actually made a short with her. You guys will see. Um, Anyway, I don't know if it'll be short or long because I did it horizontally, and I think YouTube, whenever you take a video horizontally, you have to upload it as a video, meaning it becomes as part of the longer video, not the short. Short has a vertical thing. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. If you guys make YouTube videos, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, Kina made my morning like so amazing. I tipped her good also after that because I was like, she was worth it. She was such a nice girl, like a young kid. I don't know if she goes to college or something. Anyway, so the point is, like, when you look for good, when you practice gratitude, you will notice those moments. So did you see like how I was talking about just one or two that I pointed out the difference, and when I got into the positive, there's like endless thing I'm talking about. So that is how I started living life, and this didn't happen in just one day. Um, it it um, it happens over time, and more you do it, your mind will start looking for the good, trust me. And it goes to a different level of good, different level of good, different level of self belief, self trust. And that is something I'm just it unlocks over time. It's hard to explain. You will know that only if you take that journey. So, I encourage all of you to continue with your journey, keep going, and, just compete with your prior version, because so many people get caught up with competing with others, and that when you compete with others, it will just bring pain, jealousy, and the emotions that are not worth it, or judgment, all of that, right? So yesterday or day before, I saw in a post, and that resonated with me so much. And I'm going to tell you guys why I say this. I mean, as I share the Bible verse and the talks, this is literally like a coffee lounge talk. That's why I named it Coffee Lounge Talk, right? Because you'd be talking to your friends like this in a coffee shop, right? So that's the whole point. So I, in this video, I'm like, okay, I got my coffee. You guys can pause this video and go get your coffee. World of Hyatt. This is Hyatt coffee from their Keurig type of machine. It's not Keurig, but it's probably their own version. It doesn't have a name. Anyway, so I talk to you guys about this stuff a lot, that people will judge you time to time, like, but your audience, at least for me, my audience is only one up there, God, right? So for you, it could be your higher self, or if you believe in God, universe, whatever resonates with you. But the point is, people will always judge, but you have to get out of that external validation, and that also doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. You have to put yourself out there, feel rejected or whatever. And rejection is not like a big rejection, right? It's like when you put something out there online and say you don't get enough views, you don't get enough likes, and you might think that's rejection, but you just have to negate all of that, right? You just have to keep going with your own journey to see who you are becoming, because when you get on the other side, my friends, it just gets better. It just gets better. So because I run a business, because I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a startup founder, the life is something that only people who run it, they understand. So there will be judgment all around, because people don't know what you're going through, all of that. Plus, another interesting factor I saw in that post was that don't worry about people's judgment, because people are not paying your bills. I'm like, that was a good one. That was a good one. Because as an entrepreneur, as you are trying to make things work, you also have to make sure that you are able to run these things for the longer period of time. Also, if you want to help millions of people, and somebody commented on YouTube, I think yesterday or the day before, that don't stop your journey no matter what. Like, don't uh, um, stop posting these videos because you're helping millions of people. And I'm like so grateful for that person for seeing that potential. I'm not helping millions of people yet, but someday I hope to do. And to do that, I will need investment and things like that, which I'm working very closely with one of my friend to implement some crowdfunding opportunity in the coming months, because without that, your well dries up. So if you are planning to do a company, or if you have run some startup before, you would know what I'm talking about. I myself and my ex and we tried some startup in the last decade or so, along with our full-time job, because I was 21 years in the corporate, So those experiences were all very, very helpful with everything that I do now. I can pivot faster and make the decisions without worrying or thinking what other people are going to say or think, because your life is yours alone. Now, there's this thing that if you go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, you go together. So, but the together who are with you in that together journey is very, very important. Very important. So this morning I was texting with somebody, a new friend, that last year in my business there were, I know I'm talking about some business stuff today in the Bible verse, CoffeeLounge. But if it's not interesting to you, I can totally understand. But since I'm here in the conference, a lot of entrepreneurs will be there in the next 2 days. I think my mind is in that zone, so I'm gonna speak about it. If you're interested, you can keep listening, or if you're interested only about God-related talk, the other videos I talk more just that. So the point is that, like, um, in a business, you have to, like, as you are not targeting the whole world. Your customer base, like 8 billion people, 8 billion, like in this channel or on my books or meetup event, I talk about the I talk about people who are separated, divorced. My main goal is to help them. And since our career, finance, all of that are also interlinked, in my inner coach framework, you guys know I talk about rich quadrant, which is the holistic aspect of the person, because you can never have like a really good marriage and a terrible career, or really good career and a terrible marriage, because if it is, one will catch up with the other, and unfortunately the bad one will catch up to the good one. So I learned it from my own experience. I learned it from many stories that I have heard, like many, over 100 by now probably. um, so um, so the point is that you you have to make sure that you yourself are happy in your journey, the joy in the journey every single day, something good you're looking for, especially in the early days when the journey is challenging. Even if you find little thing like the sky and the tree and the Mother Earth, that I used to say that I'm grateful for. I even had posted on my wall. You guys will see in my 2024 playlist. And I'm still grateful for the sky and the tree and the Mother Earth and everything else, right? Every day we have about, and let's see if I can change the angle of the camera, because I'm gonna look outside for a little bit. You guys can't see the outside anyway, so oh yeah, that's actually good. That way you guys can see my face, because it's kind of brighter. Maybe the next video I'll have to make there. So the point is that you just gotta make sure that you are filling your own cup before you fill other people's cup. Okay. And it is very fresh in my mind, since last night I flew from Virginia to Boston. So you have to put the mask on your face first before you help the kid, right? They said in the airplane, I didn't have my kid with me coming here, but guess what? In 3 weeks, my daughter and I, we are gonna go to Florida, so I'm super excited. That'll be pure fun trip. This is fun trip too, but it's a different kind of fun. There is work involved, but the Florida one will be like really like a vacation for one whole week. So anyway, I was missing her at the airport a little bit because I was like, oh, but at the same time, I was excited that in 3 weeks she'll be with me and we have our fun things that we do. I get her what is a caramel frappuccino from Starbucks, and I know some of you guys will advise me not to do that because she's only 10, but this is our special airport thing, which happens only once or twice a year. Anyway, so yeah, life when you keep looking for the good, because you'll find it. You'll find it. Because yesterday, I was telling a friend that because when I moved to this new place, the owners, they're amazing people, and I'm renting the place, and the place is smaller than like the single family home I lived over 13 years. 13 years. So there is a little bit of different emotions with that, of course, because it's smaller, and I lived there a long time, and there was a place that we had ownership of, and this is a renting place. But I'm like, some good will come out of, and the owner turned out to be so nice. And if you guys are watching this video, hi. uh, you know, and that was the good I was looking for. I'm like, some good will come out of that. And the idea is, because I was listening to, I think it was from Wayne Dyer video or something, where they were saying like, I forgot where exactly it was, but the point was that some American Indian tribe, so wherever they needed rain, it was a long time ago, wherever they needed rain, they would invite the American Indian tribe and they would dance and it would rain. So somebody asked them, like, how come whenever rain is needed and when you dance and it rains, how is that possible? So they said, like, we keep dancing until it rains. It's that simple. So I was like, for me, I mean, unknowingly, I have done this, that I keep looking for the positive until I find it. And if you keep looking for that, you're going to find it, my friends. You're going to find it. I'll give you another very simple example. So a few years ago, one of my like, they were not even that close friend, like friend's wife died in cancer, and she was in her early 40s, so that's devastating, right? And she has like 4 kids, and you'd think, like, what good is about somebody dying? So for in that year, my New Year's resolution was finding positive in everything. So now that I look back, actually it makes sense. So that sense that why I look for positive, because I've been actually practicing this longer than I thought I did. I think that was the year 2023. January of 2023 is when I set my goal to be find positive in everything. And then and when she died, it was also around the same time. I was like, what positive am I gonna find from that? So it's over 3 years, but of course I couldn't find positive every single day in that year, because when you set the intention, it's not going to happen over time. It happens overnight, but you just have to keep going. So she inspired many people, including me, about her positivity, her journey overall. And I still remember, she had 4 kids. One time she had a post. I used to have Facebook then. I don't have Facebook anymore, which I need to start for my business, but I just don't have the time. After all, 6 platforms, when I have people I hire, I'll eventually do that. But anyway, she had kids at different age group, and she had a post that, when kids make messes in the house, which is very normal when kids are like young, they make messes, and then you think that, oh my God, there's such a big mess or whatnot. So when my daughter makes some messes now, especially the new house with the couch, she has like a food, like the crumbs, if she is eating a cracker or something, crumbs on the couch or something. So I clean up, and then, um, she had this post that, like, someday, like, they will go to college or something, and then you're gonna miss that. And when I see those crumbs in the couch, it reminds me of her. It reminds me of her. So you see the impact, like when you, and a lot of this comes from when we are not living in autopilot, because you can notice a crumb on the couch and think of a story that has impacted you so deeply in a positive way, and think the positive in it. That, now trust me, I'm not saying I'm a perfect mom. I'm not even close. I try my best, but my daughter would tell you guys, like, but the point is that, so people can have this ripple effect by doing good, by being positive, and which is why also I try to share these videos with you guys. Like, your life will change. People around you, their life will change, but you just have to keep living that life over and over and over, and then there's so many good things that come out of it, like who you become. Like last night, as I was, the bed is over there, so as I was laying in bed, and you know how we have our self-trust or trust in God, the faith has to be so strong. So this thought came to my mind. I know I'm jumping around topic, and this is part of the coffee lounge talk. Now, someday I'm going to do this live so that, we can have back and forth chat. But right now I'm only chatting and you guys are listening. So when I lay down, and like, or you guys lay down, the gravity pushes you down, but at the same time you have the trust that your body is going to be in the bed. You're not going to go down to the center of the earth, right? You know what I mean? So you have that belief that the gravity is not going to pull you down. It's not going to suck you down the bed and your body all the way to the center of the earth. So it's that knowing. So belief has to be so strong that it's not even a belief, it's the knowing. Like, okay, this is like, when night, it's a dark night, and after that the sun comes out, we don't worry, oh, is it going to be a day tomorrow? We just know that it's going to be a day. So when your faith becomes that strong, and you guys know I don't talk about just Christian faith, because I became Christian recently, plus I'm kind of like, non-traditional Christian. That's a story for another day. But when you believe in something bigger than yourself, it takes your self-trust in a place that it is hard to explain. It is hard to explain. So whatever life throws at you, you will be able to get into the acceptance zone. And if you guys know that I talk about Dr. David Hawkins' frequency chart, where after separation and divorce, our life starts from shame and guilt. Why I laugh, because I was there a long time, and it takes time, and then from there slowly, like, I think those are frequency, I think 50, 20, 50. So from there you keep going up and up and up and up. Courage is 200, frequency 200, and then you keep going all the way up as you keep working on yourself. Peace, joy, love, and at the very top is enlightenment. And right under peace, joy, love, it comes acceptance, right? So the love is, of course, first it's the self-love, not in a selfish way, but self-compassion, because when you have that, only then you'll be able to love someone else fully, because if you don't love yourself, that will reflect on the other person. So anyway, the point is, deepen your faith, deepen your belief in whatever religion you follow, whatever, even if you are atheist, it doesn't matter, but you gotta believe in something that you are not making it happen the day coming after the night, the seasons changes and the flower blooming. So there is something bigger in effect, like what happens after we die, right? And how is the universe continue to grow and evolve and things like that, all the species. So that kind of gets you to a lot of time to zoom out also from your problem, because we are so, sometimes we focus so much on our, I mean, if you think of it, when you're zooming in, it's like, okay, we're going to live 100 years or less than that, and then okay, half of our life we have lived, because we're talking about midlife, and then you get to the year and the month and the day and the moment, and we're like going crazy thinking about our life. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. The universe, we are like the planet is like a speck, and we are like non-existent, right? So our life will be over before we know it. So first thing is, why are you looking for external validation? Why are you not living an authentic life? I know why, but the question is, when you are a kid, you didn't think about saying something, saying certain things, or doing certain things. And that is the version of the inner coach I want you guys to get to, because it is so freeing, my friend. So freeing. I cannot explain it to you guys. Like this evening when I'm going to go to this mixer and talk to people, connect with people, I think even if it was 2 years ago or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, the mindset I would go with would be so different than now. Like even if they watch this video, like I'm like, I am who I am, and that is it's a powerful state. I'm not saying it in an arrogant way. I'm saying it in a very humble way. Trust me, because we talk about freedom in the country and all of that, but the biggest freedom is the freedom of our mind. You know this book, Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning, Man's Search for Meaning. He was in a concentration camp, and all of his family members were killed, and he didn't know. Later he found out, and he was in a small jail cell for like, I don't know, 7 years, something like that. So he had a really it's physically really crazy to think about, but he wrote that book. It's like one of the most inspiring book when Tony Robbins talks about it. So the point I'm making here is the freedom is all in our mind, and sometimes when we zoom into our problem, we stay caged into that. So when you zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, and keep practicing that zooming out, then you can see the good. You can spot the good. Like I'm talking about the day. Like it's a sunny day, and there is the cloud. Look outside over there. I mean, you guys will see a little bit. I don't know. It could have been a rainy day, or stuff like that. So there is good. If you want to find good, and if you constantly train your brain to find the good, you will find good. And the good part of it is, it's like, first month might feel like it's a chore, but it's a good chore for you to get to a zone where you feel the freedom like you have never felt before. I'm a living proof. Look at the videos from 2024. You will see, like, my expression, my body language, everything is different. Like now, again, I am saying it very humbly, and when I do that, I want you guys to practice that, because you will see the freedom that comes from it. Like it's crazy. It's incredible. It's incredible. Only you can feel it. And when you start feeling it, people around you will feel it too, because the way you speak, the way you smile, the way you carry yourself, because your body language, everything is going to change. So it is worth it, my friend. It is worth it. You go to the gym to exercise, to lose weight, whatever, which I'm going to do. A friend of mine and I will be accountability. We are accountability partners for exercise. So after this few days trip, I'm gonna do that heavily, actually, because in 3 weeks I go to Florida in a resort trip with my daughter. So anyway, so with that, again, I'll finish the video. Psalm 118:24. This is the day that Yahweh has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the web version, World English Bible. I use that for copyright reasons, because this one World English Bible doesn't have any copyright version. So, I'm just God has made this day, and I'm glad in it. So what are you happy about? Some little things you can comment about down below. And if these videos are helping you, please do consider to share it with others. Okay, bye.